5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Rhonda Unleashed. I'm your host, Rhonda Thomas, and today's episode is called Flow Like Water. And what a perfect day to have this episode recorded because it's raining outside. Water is the essence of life. Our bodies are made.
Don't.
Our bodies aren't made. Our bodies. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Rhonda Unleashed. I'm your host, Rhonda Thomas, and today's episode is called Flow Like Water. And what a beautiful day to have this podcast because it's raining outside and water is the essence of life. Our bodies contain 80% of water. We need water to survive. Our Mother Earth, she contains 80% of water. And she needs that water to survive as well. When you think about water and how it flows, with the rivers and how they don't flow backwards. You don't think about when a river is flowing, a river flows in one direction. Just like our lives. Our lives, when we think about our lives, we got to keep going forward in our lives. A lot of times we like to look back and think about some things that maybe we might have wanted to do differently. Maybe those things that hold us back from moving forward. We have such a hard time flowing forward. Take the lesson from, the river and how the river flows forward. Flows only one way. One of the greatest things that I've said before and I've heard before is whenever you look back, the only reason why you should ever look back is to look back to see how far you've come and to where you are right now. And you keep moving forward. Keep thinking and believing that your life has been in that place for a reason because it's brought you to exactly where you are right now. Now it's your responsibility. It's everyone's responsibility to keep moving forward and step into your power. Step into the future. Step into making yourself better. Step into that essence. You didn't go through all these trials and tribulations in the past for nothing. Learn from them. Grow from them. And move forward. Help other people out that maybe have went through the same struggles or are going through those same struggles. You keep flowing. Keep flowing. With water, it's powerful. Sometimes water will hit, a wall. Finds a way to go around. Water also, it shapes rocks, It shapes different other elements around. And it'll still keep flowing. Think about that as your life. Sometimes we hit those barriers. And sometimes we think, oh, we can't go forward. We can't keep moving. We can't keep doing this. Think about water. How can you get around it? How can you flow around it? Or how can you shape whatever is in front of you to your benefit, to other people's benefits? because that's what we need in this life. Is we need to be able to use those different obstacles, those different trials, those different failures. They're not failures, they're lessons. And you're creating something better. Use those tools that you're being given. Success in your life right now is everything that you have around you. Maybe there's one thing in your life that you need to change, maybe 2 or 3 things. Like me, sometimes I had a few things that I need to change around. Sometimes I didn't flow like water. Now, lately I've been thinking about what I need to do and how I need to bring these tools and all these things that happened in my past, bring them to where I am right now to help people. And I think as humans, as people, we need to do that for each other. Many different people go through different obstacles, go through different trials. You need to learn from those trials. A lot of times we get stuck with maybe something that has happened to us and we don't know where to go, and we get stuck in that spot, and we try and look back and we try and look back and try and look back. We get stuck in there. Try not to get stuck in that spot for too long. Try and find a way around it. Ask for help if you need help, but keep flowing forward. That's what we need. It's maybe it's a healing that you might need. So heal. Once you heal, you're able to help people who are not healed. You're able to continue going in a good and a productive way for everyone. You're not only doing it for yourself, you're doing it for your future self, you're doing it for your kids, your grandkids, your kids. You're bringing everybody up. I think about the past and how much First Nations people have had to endure in their past. Resilient people. We are part of those people. And how much they flowed forward, kept going forward. And how much, trauma has caused so much dysfunction within our First Nations people. Now imagine you flowed and you healed and you healed and you healed. Just like the way trauma has caused so many generational dysfunction with our First Nations people. Imagine how much more powerful healing can do for our people. So keep flowing, flow around those obstacles, and keep going forward. When I listen to this rain, I think about all the plants, how Mother Earth needs the rain, how this water behind me here needs to be replenished. Beautiful, beautiful thing. How in the north they need water. Just keep flowing, keep going forward in your life. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing to heal for many things that I've had to endure in my own life. You know, a lot of times I've looked back. You know, there was a time in my life where I was scared of water. You know, I really didn't want to be around water at all because I was so scared of it. It always was in my dreams. I used to have it just flowing and black, and just it was a lot of waves and everything in the water. And I asked my mom, you know, how come I'm having these dreams? She said that something you're not doing right in your life, something you need to ask the water to help you through. And it was one of the most trying times of my life that I had. You know, thinking about, you know, addictions, drugs, alcohol, you know, and not living a very good life. So I listened to my mom. You know, I used to go put smokes, and I still do. I still do to this day. I still go put a smoke by the water. Ask the water to help me. You know, and I watch it. You know, it looks like it's calm sometimes. A lot of times lately it's been calm, flowing in one direction. That's how I'd like to see my life, flow in that good direction that I want to go. You know, I created this podcast because I want people to be able to, not only with my life healing, but to be able to tell their stories. Because I believe through telling stories and telling your story, you're able to heal. So just keep going forward, one day at a time, one day at a time. See beautiful, amazing days. You know, it's not always trying waters out there. No, I've had my trials and tribulations as well. But it's okay. It's okay. Thank you. With that being said, you know, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to another edition of Rhonda Unleashed. I'd like to wish everybody a very wonderful, wonderful day, and we'll talk to you again soon.